Book 3, Karnell and the Words That Heal. Chapter 1, When Words Hurt. Karnell was older now. His legs were longer, his voice a little deeper, and his thoughts more complicated. He still lived in Chicago, Illinois, where the wind chased paper down sidewalks and school bells rang loud in the mornings. Karnell had learned to stand. But now he was learning something harder. How to speak. One afternoon at school, a classmate made a mistake while reading out loud. Some children laughed. Karnell felt a thought rise in his mind, quick and sharp. Without thinking, he spoke a teasing word. The room went quiet. The other child's face fell. Karnell felt something twist inside his chest. The words had come out fast, but the hurt stayed behind. That night, Karnell could not sleep. His words echoed in his head. Mama Clarita noticed his restlessness. She sat beside him and asked gently, "What's weighing on your heart?" Karnell whispered, "I hurt someone with my words." Mama Clarita nodded and opened her Bible. She read Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21, which teaches that death and life are in the power of the tongue. Karnell listened carefully. Words mattered more than he realized. Chapter 2, Learning to Listen. The next day, Karnell watched people more closely. He noticed how words could lift someone up, or press them down. At lunch, he heard encouragement from one student to another. He also heard teasing and anger. Karnell stayed quiet. Later that evening, Mama Clarita taught Karnell how Jesus listened before he spoke. She read James chapter 1 verse 19, which tells us to be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. They practiced listening together. Mama Clarita would speak, and Karnell would listen without interrupting. Then Karnell would speak, and Mama Clarita would listen. It was harder than Karnell thought. But it felt good to be heard. Chapter 3, An Honest Apology. Karnell knew what he needed to do. The next morning at school, he walked up to the child he had teased. His heart beat fast. "I'm sorry," Karnell said. "What I said was wrong." The other child looked surprised, then nodded. "Thank you," the child said quietly. Karnell felt lighter, like something heavy had been lifted off his chest. That night, Mama Clarita hugged him and read Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29, which teaches us to let no corrupt communication come out of our mouths, but only what is good for building others up. Karnell prayed, "God, help my words heal." Chapter 4, Speaking Life. As days passed, Karnell practiced speaking kindness. He complimented classmates. He encouraged Marcus when he felt unsure. He thanked his teachers. He still made mistakes sometimes. But now, when he did, he stopped and prayed. One afternoon, a younger student was being teased. Karnell stepped in and said calmly, "That's not kind. Let's stop." The teasing ended. Later, Karnell remembered Proverbs chapter 15 verse 4, which teaches that a wholesome tongue is a tree of life. He smiled. Words could plant something good. Chapter 5, A Gentle Voice. One evening, as the sun set behind Chicago's buildings, Karnell sat by the window with Mama Clarita. They watched the streetlights flicker on. Mama Clarita said, "God gave you a voice for a reason." Karnell nodded. He thought about how his words had once been used to hide pain, and how now they could share hope. Before bed, Mama Clarita prayed over him, thanking God for growth, forgiveness, and wisdom. Karnell whispered his own prayer, "God, help my words sound like yours." That night, Karnell slept peacefully. His voice was still growing. But now, it was learning how to heal. Book 3 Truth to Remember for Children. Your words can bring life when you follow God.